Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now XRP is doing really well. It's not met our technical target basically off this head and shoulders, but you know what, Bitcoin was in one the other week and it never met it because of how bullish the market is. I think here as well, you know, you've got this orange line which is a massive level of support for me right now for XRP. So if you was to see any kind of correction, I do think in the future, you know, just remember, because I might forget myself because I'm quite forgetful. Okay, this is a key level of support in a bull market, because you always see XRP, Bitcoin, these projects that are relatively bullish and breaking out, okay, they always fall back to this orange line as support. And this is why we never carried out this technical target for XRP of this massive bear pennant it was in, coming down to this swing high here, which ran about 76 cents. But it met the 0.50 and it met the beautiful 111-day moving average, this golden line here, which is a massive level of support in a bull market. Okay, on the daily time frame for any of your projects, if that have got longevity, obviously if they're quite new, you know, you're not going to see that particular line and level of support come in. But if you do start to see these old projects that have been around the block, this is a really key level of support that you do want to see held, and this is confirmation that you are bullish. Do you understand that? So for me, you've had your correction, you start to come back up, you fell back into it as support, you're looking for continuation, so it's golden. So for me, I do think you're looking sort of, if you can continue to do what you're doing here, like I've said to you, you know, on the daily time frame, you can see you're bouncing off the EMAs. Okay, you bounced off the 20 there, you come up, you fell through, you're bouncing off, you're holding a 10, you're above it, which is golden. You know, worst case scenario, like I've said to you, if you do see a correction, come back down, put some cheeky bids on the red line, which is the 20 EMA. You will see it wick down there and bounce off there, because this is what it does. But if you can look here and you see what you're doing is you're sort of conforming to this upper trend line right now. Okay, you're holding it as support, you're closing above it and opening above it on the daily time frame. So this is good, you know, this is really good. If you do start to roll out of this particular support right here, this way you could see a little flash crash down to this red line, put some cheeky bids for the continuation. You're looking really bullish. You know, it's looking explosive here for XRP towards the end of the month. I do think potentially you could see some push up to this trend line just there, pushing up to around about, where are we, you know, come the 23rd, around about 129. If we start to break out of that, it could get really explosive here for XRP relatively quickly. And the forecast that I said to you up there at $4.50 could come quite quickly for XRP in this bull market, you know, because this is what it does. I think in this previous huge impulsive wave here, once we've broken out of a key level resistance, this horizontal, you know, once you broke out of that, boom, you exploded and you came up to the 1618. And equally down here, if we look to the previous move here before this break of this resistance, there was a horizontal that XRP was forming just here as well, you know, and you can see, look, you've got that level of support and resistance just there, horizontal. Once you broke out, look, you went and you absolutely exploded there for XRP. I think went from something like there to 217% for that move. And once we broke this level of resistance as well, you know, we went up a whopping 179%. Now if we explode here and we take out this level of resistance just in, come up to this green trend line and break that as well, you could be looking at a beautiful 253% upside for XRP in this bull market. Obviously, you know, it's not going to shoot up in a straight line because this didn't either. This come up in resistance, called up in a horizontal continuation just there. This came up kind of horizontal if we zoom in, level of consolidation before exploding and getting to the technical target right there. So you can see what it's doing. It's horizontal continuation patterns basically. You know, I'm not seeing any sort of negative bear market pattern at all at the moment. You know, we're holding foundation of support for continuation. So providing we can keep doing exactly what we're doing, we are looking for continuation. I do expect we're looking for an explosive sort of year end here for XRP. You know, and my minimal forecast is this 450. Potentially, if we start to get that sort of court case out for from the SEC there, the green light, this is where you can see them upper levels start to go a bit parabolic here for XRP. But you know, even with all this shit over it said, it is still going up the stairs, isn't it? So let's have a look on the hourly time frame here for XRP, because there was a technical target that XRP was in down to this head and shoulders pattern around about 104, 105. Yeah, around about 104, 105 I think it was. And you can see it's not actually got there, okay, this head and shoulders pattern, and effectively a descending triangle just there. You lost support, came back into it as resistance, continued, rolled down, and with that you create a beautiful ascending triangle just there, okay, with a level of resistance just there. So right now you're in a technical target, okay, you've not met that technical target. So unless Bitcoin rolls over, or XRP again obviously as a correction, for me you're looking really bullish and continuation here. You're breaking out a level of resistance. I'm going to show you a new technical target to the upside in a moment, but the breakdown targets are not necessarily being met in these projects because that's how bullish the crypto markets are. They're getting bought up. You know, for me, I think a couple of weeks ago there was a breakdown target of a head and shoulders on Bitcoin, and it was shy of it because of how bullish it was. Okay, and we're looking at a very sort of rinse repeat pattern here for XRP as well. So for me, okay, look, you've got this ascending triangle, you've broken out of it, back test the support, you're looking for continuation here for XRP. So if we have a look on the 4-hourly time frame here, we might see it a little bit better. It's a bit squidgy with these wicks, isn't it? But just shows you the level of support. And like I said to you, okay, on the 4-hour we lost this trend line, but on the daily we are actually closing and opening above this particular trend line. So this is really, really bullish. If we can hold this trend line and adhere to these EMAs, this could actually offer us a fantastic entry point going forward, creeping us up to get the breakout basically for XRP. So on the 4-hourly time frame here, is there any kind of pattern? Well, there is technically a bit of a W double bottom pattern just there for XRP. So for me, this trend line just here, you can see you've broken back above it, so that's good. I'm going to get rid of that trend line right now in this head and shoulders pattern because you've not met the technical target. You've actually broken above the neckline of previous support, and now you're turning it back into support basically because you lost it as support, this neckline here. So right now you're back above it. So for me, there is a bit of a W bottom pattern just there. We'll take a look at this level of resistance which you've actually broken through just there. Okay, so look, you've come down like that, you've made a low, you've made a level of resistance, and you've made a higher low, and right now you've broken this level of resistance, you've come up, you've met another level of resistance and come back to it, and you're holding this trend line as support at the moment. So you're looking for continuation here for XRP, and you are actually in a technical target to the upside. So let's measure this, okay, from there to there. And this is the 4-hourly time frame, okay, so you can see once you broke that level of resistance right there, you're in a technical target to around about 117. So yeah, it's just like I said to you the whole way, it's chips up sideways, rolls over, has a little correction right there. You can potentially look at some kind of ABC correction just there. Look, for XRP you've got the A wave down, the B high, and then a C wave down, you know, and you could be looking at that sort of kind of wave 2 basically, because I think this is wave 1. You put it in wave 2, and right now you could be on the wave 3 cusp, which is the larger wave than this wave 1. So you could be looking at sort of melting there towards the end of the month, breaking out and moving up to this green trend line up here, which is a retest of this whole time high, isn't it? The local high, sorry, for XRP. So yeah, it's doing really, really well. You know, you're looking really, really good for continuation, providing you can keep holding this support right now for XRP. This is $1.11. okay, so if you do start to see it come back down to that level, you might get fruitful putting some cheeky bids in right there, because you basically had your correction, your ABC, a little bit shy of a technical target of a head and shoulders. Equally, if you remember on the daily time frame, we was in a larger drop down to 76, which was a technical target of a bear pennant, but it never got there because of how bullish XRP is. So the technical targets at the downside are not necessarily getting met right now, okay, so which is really, really strong, really, really bullish. So yeah, you're in a technical target from there to there, and currently you're trying to get to this particular technical target of $1.17 for XRP. Now the question is, does it run into resistance there and come back for support? Because right now you could be looking at this as a potential impulsive wave, and I'm going to show you the next impulsive wave target for XRP is $1.34, which sees you break this trend line, okay, which is really, really, really good for XRP. Like I said to you, this white line here is a major level of resistance, and right now potentially if you can retrace and break this high here at 123, you could be putting in a beautiful impulsive wave from here to here up to this 1618 at $1.34, which breaks this resistance here. And like I've shown you in numerous videos, once you break that level of resistance, you could absolutely explode here for XRP. So let's watch this space here, okay? So hopefully right now what we've done for XRP, I'll show you what I'm looking at. We've put in a wave 1 there, wave 2 ABC, and right now we could be forming like a wave 3, wave 4, and that wave 5 taking us up to that particular level, and that just be sort of one wave, and then with 2, and then with 3. And that's what we're looking at. You know, it's looking relatively strong here for XRP moving forward. So yeah, that's XRP. Hope you enjoyed that update. If it was to roll over, you could potentially get some cheeky bids in on this 111 right now, because you can see pretty much you are holding this trend line, and you are in a technical target of a beautiful W bottom pattern there, and you know, essentially some kind of ascending triangle which you've broken the resistance of. You fell back into the support, so you're looking for continuation. think your technical target is that, where you might run into a resistance and come back a bit and then continue. But once you break this high here at 123, you could be in a lovely little impulsive wave and a nice little long up to that 1618, around about 9.13% for XRP. It's looking good. The bulls go up the stairs. Remember that, okay? Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.